Welcome back to today's Dharma Talk. In the journey to find the Buddha Dharma, every step we take is an enlightenment. Today, we will delve into Shamatha, an extremely important meditation practice in Buddhism, leading us to peace and tranquility of mind. Shamatha, also known as Samatha, means stillness. This is the method we use to calm the mind, bring the mind to a state of stillness, free from the disturbances of daily life. For Buddhists, Shamatha is a path to help us calm and purify the mind, helping us prepare to enter deeper stages of meditation. The origin of Shamatha dates back to the time of the Buddha. He taught that when the mind is calm, all suffering will disappear. Right from the beginning of his journey of practice under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha relied on the practice of Shamatha as the foundation for his enlightenment. He realized that when our minds are caught up in the turmoil and worries of daily life, we cannot see clearly the nature of suffering. An unpeaceful mind cannot understand impermanence, cannot see the truth about the self. Shamatha, in essence, is a method of taming the mind. We often compare the mind to a river. When the river is swept by strong winds of greed, anger, and delusion, the water becomes turbid, making it difficult to see the bottom. But when the wind stops blowing, the water returns to a state of peace and clarity, and everything in the riverbed becomes clear. Shamatha is the method to help the mind become peaceful. The method of Shamatha is like the way a charioteer must control the reins of the chariot, not letting the horse run wild. If we cannot control the mind, we will be caught up in negative emotions and unnecessary desires. Shamatha helps us control the mind, not letting it drift away with the troubles of worldly life. Imagine your mind as a candle in the night sky. When the wind blows strongly, the candle flame will flicker, unable to stand still. Our mind is the same. When it is dominated by desires and worries, the mind will become unstable. But when the wind dies down, the candle flame stands still and shines steadily. Then we can see everything around us clearly. That is the peace of practicing Shamatha meditation. The object of concentration in Shamatha meditation can be anything: the breath, a sound, or a certain image. But usually, the Buddha advises us to focus on the breath, the thing that connects us to life, the present, and ourselves. When we breathe in, we know that we are breathing in. When we breathe out, we know that we are breathing out. Each in and out breath carries awareness and stillness. There is nothing else but that breath, that stillness. Even though the mind may wander at times, we do not need to worry. This is natural. Whenever the mind wanders, we just gently bring it back to the breath, without forcing it. Shamatha is not about stopping thoughts, but about bringing the mind back to calmness naturally, like guiding a horse back to the right path when it has strayed. When we practice Shamatha regularly, we will begin to notice changes in our mind and life. Previously, worries, stress, and anxiety may have been a part of our daily life, but now they will gradually disappear. The mind becomes clearer, like a calm surface of water reflecting the blue sky. When the mind has achieved peace, we will easily realize that the troubles do not come from outside, but from the way we perceive the world. The calmness of Shamatha is not just a temporary state. It is like cultivating a tree. At first, the tree is young and weak, but with time and care, it will grow into a strong and sturdy tree. No matter what storms life may bring, the tree will stand firm and not shake. Shamatha helps our mind become as strong as that tree. The story of Zen Master Sujata is an example that demonstrates the great benefits of Shamatha. When he first started practicing, the Zen Master encountered many difficulties. His mind could not focus on a single point. Everything was constantly floating. But through persistently practicing Shamatha every day, he gradually felt calm. The scattered thoughts disappeared, and a deep peace began to arise from within him. He compared samatha to pruning a flower. If you cut off a little bit of your afflictions every day, gradually the flower will bloom with the flowers of enlightenment. Thus, patience is the key to samatha. There is no need to rush, no need to force. We just need to sit still, let the mind settle down. Naturally, the mind will return to its original state, a state of calm and clarity. Remember, every day we only need to spend a little time practicing samatha. Whether it is 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just regularly, the stillness will gradually permeate the soul. And when the mind is calm, we will easily see more clearly the nature of life, understand more clearly the root causes of suffering, and how to free ourselves from them. Samatha is one of the fundamental practices that the Buddha taught us, helping us face the difficulties in life with a peaceful mind. This is the first step on the path to enlightenment and liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Samatha is not simply a technique, but also a way of life, a deep understanding of ourselves and the universe around us. When we practice samatha, we do not just stop at calming the mind, but also begin the journey to discover our true nature. The peace we seek is not outside, but is a part of our soul. In the process of practice, the most important thing is perseverance. Little by little, we create a peaceful space for our soul. Sometimes barriers come from chaotic thoughts in our head. Feelings of anxiety and fear will appear. But those moments are opportunities for us to recognize and accept them. Instead of running away, let's face them with awareness. When we accept, they will no longer have the power to control our minds. The more we practice Shamatha meditation, the more we understand that everything in this life is temporary. The joys, sorrows, or challenges that we experience are all impermanent experiences. When we realize this, our souls will become lighter, no longer constrained by expectations or pressures from life. Let your mind return to the present. It is the only place where we can live, feel, and change. Mindfulness helps us build a strong connection with ourselves, with our breath, with every beat of our heart. We will find that even in the most difficult moments, when the outside world seems chaotic, we can still find inner peace. Begin this journey with an open mind. Every time you meditate, remind yourself that this is a time for yourself, to connect with yourself and with the universe. Don't let outside thoughts dominate your mind. Relax. Allow yourself to feel every moment of life, even the smallest things. And most importantly, act with compassion and love for yourself and for those around you. When our minds are at peace, we can bring peace to others. This is not just a job, but a responsibility that each of us should take on. Finally, remember that Samatha is not a destination, but a journey. Every step on this path will bring us valuable lessons. Let this practice become a part of your daily life, so that enlightenment will come naturally, like a clear stream that flows forever. May you always keep your mind at peace, and from there, spread the light of love and compassion to everyone around you. See you again in the next Dharma Talks. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.